DTS Package Profiler is an enterprise-ready tool that profiles all of your DTS packages and determines the time needed to convert these packages to SSIS from SQL Server 2000 to SQL Server 2005 or 2008. In this demonstration, we're going to see how the profiler can show how many packages you have and how long it would take to manually convert those packages versus converting them with the migration tool DTSxchange. First, we'll launch the DTS Package Profiler. Here you can select the location of your DTS package. This location can either be a folder location or on a server. We're going to select a folder location for this demonstration. Once we have selected the location, we click the Next button. Here you will see a list of all the DTS packages in the folder location we selected. You can search for certain packages using the search bar above the list. We're going to click the Select All button so we can see a profile of all the packages. You can also click Save Report to save a text file list of all the DTS packages. Once we have selected the packages we want to profile, we click Next. In the chart on the left, you will see a list of all the tasks in the packages you selected. The task in green will convert to SSIS completely with no manual work. The task in yellow will convert to SSIS and may need a manual adjustment. The task in red will be converted to SSIS but will need manual adjustments. In the first column, we see the task name. In the second column, we have the manual hours needed to convert these tasks without using DTSxchange. This column is open to adjustments. For example, the bulk insert task is set to half an hour. But if you believe it would take 1 hour instead, you can adjust this number to a 1. In the third column, we see the manual hours needed to convert each task using DTSxchange. Most of the numbers in this column will be 0 because DTSxchange will convert these tasks automatically with no manual labor needed. The tasks that will require manual labor will have a number in the third column. Notice the yellow tasks have a smaller number in the third column versus the second, because DTSxchange will convert them to SSIS, but some manual adjustments may be needed. The task in red will have the same number in the second and third columns, as the manual labor may be the same. The first task in the list is ActiveX script. You'll notice that it is broken down by 100 lines to help you better estimate the time it will take to convert this code. ActiveX scripts will be transferred over to SSIS in legacy mode, but this technology is being replaced with VB.NET in SSIS, so you will want to manually convert these eventually. These scripts may run with no problem when converted over, or they may require some manual changes. Above this chart, we have the option to generate a report with all of the task properties. This will take longer to run with this option selected. We will leave this unchecked for this demonstration. In the center, we can adjust the other time and development cost. This is time spent testing the packages, or administrative duties like meetings to discuss the migration of your packages. The top field is using manual conversion only. This second field is using the DTSxchange. When doing a manual conversion, you will need to do everything from scratch, including setting up variables and connections. When using DTSxchange, all of this is done for you, so the time needed per package will probably be less with the DTSxchange method. Below this, we see the development cost. This is the hourly rate of your development. Under this, we see the hours needed for the additional features that DTSxchange adds automatically. The auditing framework is a very robust feature that creates a database of information about the history of your packages. It contains start times, end times, errors, warnings, and row counts. Creating this tool from scratch would take many hours for someone new to SSIS. Someone experienced with SSIS would still take at least an hour to set up this framework. For this demonstration, we'll leave it at 1 hour. The deployment framework that DTSxchange installs allows packages to refer to configuration files. Configuration files allow you to make changes to many packages from one location. For example, if you have all of your packages set to a server location for development, and you need to change them when you're ready to move to production, adjusting the server name in the configuration file will update all the packages that are referring to that configuration file. Setting up configuration files would take at least 1 hour, so we'll set this field to 1 hour. Consolidated connections will take matching connections and combine them into one connection. We'll set this to a half hour. On the right side, we see the filter choices. We can filter packages that may need some manual labor, or select individual package types we want to see. We're going to select all. If you have any encrypted packages, it will prompt you for the password for these packages. We will now click Next, and DTSxchange will build a profile report of the package conversion. We can export this report using Excel or PDF using the Disk button. The summary is at the top of the report showing how many packages we selected and the total hours needed to convert these packages using a manual approach versus using DTSxchange. We can see with just these 15 packages we have saved over 70 hours with an ROI of over 80%. This shows the time and money you can save using DTSxchange. The next chart shows the number of tasks fully converted, partially converted, and not converted. The next two charts show the tasks utilized and the data providers utilized, and the last chart shows the details of savings broken down by task. We can click on the plus next to the package to see the task in the package and the savings broken down by task. At the end of this report, we will see a total manual cost. This is the cost of building the packages from scratch. Then we have the total cost using DTSxchange. This is the labor cost involved using DTSxchange. The license cost is not included. The last column has the total savings using DTSxchange versus using a complete manual conversion. The total cost savings for just these 15 packages was over $4,000. We have shown the value that DTSxchange can bring to your organization based on the time and money it will save you. Converting your DTS packages to SSIS can be a daunting task, but DTSxchange can bring the task down to size and make your conversion a smooth and painless process.